Imagings. Domain knowledge. Imaging is a utility that can be used by doctors during encounters. It refers to several different technologies that are used to analyze the human body to help doctors in diagnosis. Imaging can be used in both consultative and non-consultative encounters. Prerequisites. Go to EMR from the navbar and select Encounters from the doctor account, as highlighted in the above image. You can also select encounters directly from the dashboard using the doctor account, as highlighted in the above image. Click on the Start Encounter option available in the Actions column as shown in the aforementioned image. A new encounter will start. From the rightmost navigation bar, select Diagnostics as shown above. Medic will take you to the Diagnostics segment as shown in the above image. From the left navigation bar, select Imaging as shown in the above image. How to add imaging. Go to the Imaging section as described in the Prerequisites section. Medic will display the imaging segment as shown in the image above. Now to add an imaging test, press the Add button as shown above. Medic will create a new row as shown in the image above. The doctors need to write the name of the imaging test that they want to add to encounters. As they start writing, Medic will start giving them suggestions. After selecting the imaging test, the doctor can write instructions as shown in the above image. Press the Done button as highlighted in the above image. Medic will add the imaging test to the encounter as shown in the image. How to edit an imaging. Go to the Imaging section as described in the Prerequisites section. Now to edit the imaging test, select the Edit button as shown in the above image. This will make the imaging row editable as shown in the image above. Edit the relevant field. After editing the relevant information, press the Done button as shown in the image above. Medic will edit the imaging test. How to delete imaging. Go to the Imaging section as described in the Prerequisites section. Now to delete the imaging test, select the Remove button from the Action tab as shown in the above image. Medic will delete the imaging from the encounter. How to add imaging from the Past tab. Go to the Imaging section as described in the Prerequisites section. Go to the Past tab from the section's navigation bar as shown in the image above. The Past tab only shows imaging tests that were added by the doctor to the same patient in his or her past encounters. Now to add a past imaging test to the current encounter, press the Add from the Past button, present at the end of each row as highlighted in the above image. A pop-up will display at the bottom right for successful addition, as shown above. The imaging test from the past will be added to the incumbent encounter. How to add imaging from the Doctor's Favorite tab. Go to the Imaging section as described in the Prerequisites section. Now to add imaging from the Favorite tab, click on the Favorite tab as highlighted above. The Favorite tab displays favorites that are added via the Doctor's Favorite lab earlier. Now, to add a Doctor's Favorite, press the Add button available at the end of the row as shown in the above image. A pop-up will display at the bottom right for successful addition, as shown above. Pressing the Add button will add all the imaging present in the Doctor's Favorite tab to the current tab as shown in the above image. How to add imaging as Doctor's Favorite via Encounter screen. Go to the Imaging section as described in the Prerequisites section. Now to add imaging as the Doctor's Favorite, click on the checkbox mentioned above. Medic will display the imaging segment as shown in the image above. Now to add an imaging test, press the Add button as shown above. The highlighted checkbox will select all the imaging tests which can be added as the doctor's favorite. To select individual imaging tests, select the checkbox available at the start of each row before the lab name. After selecting imaging test, select the Add to Favorites button as shown in the image above. After clicking the Add to Favorites button, a new dialog box will appear as shown above. Enter the name of the doctor's favorite, which will be displayed under the Favorite tab. Press the Save button. A pop-up will display at the bottom right for successful addition, as shown above. Go to the Favorites tab as described earlier, to view the recently added doctor's favorite as shown in the image above. How to add imaging from the Clinic Favorite tab. Go to the imaging section as described in the prerequisites section. Now to add an imaging from the Clinic Favorite tab, click on the Clinic Favorite tab as highlighted above. Clicking the Clinic Favorite tab will open a screen from the right, partially overlaying the current screen and displaying the clinic's favorite imagings, as shown in the image above. It will only show the imagings that were added by the admin or manager to the clinic's favorites. Now, to add the clinic's favorite, press the Add Icon button available at the end of the row as highlighted in the image above. A pop-up will display at the bottom right for successful addition, as shown above. The imaging from the clinic's favorite tab will be added to the current encounter, as shown above. General constraints: only doctors can add, edit and delete the imaging. Medical staff can end encounters without adding imaging. Imaging tests that are not part of the facility location can also be added to the non-consultative encounter. Only the instruction field can be edited while editing the imaging. Two imaging cannot be edited simultaneously. The Past tab only shows imaging that was added by the doctor to the same patient in his/her past encounters. Add to Favorites button can only be called after selecting at least one imaging test. Favorites tab only shows entries that were earlier added as doctor's favorite. Labs that are already added to the encounter cannot be re-added.